What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you all doing today? That's right, welcome to another exciting episode of Coocumber Reviews, provided by Coocumber Incorporated, where we make this production for viewers like you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I made a review talking about Superman Red Son, and I suggest you go check that out. Well, I have decided I'm going to do a twofer today. I might even do three. Who knows? We'll see how I feel. But I decided, you know what? Let's go back to the Caped Crusader, the Night Wonder, the Dark Knight. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about another Batman animated movie known as Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I've had this movie for quite a while. I remember when I first watched it, I thought it was really interesting, and I never watched it again. But after going back and seeing this, once again, like Superman Red Son, I have a much better appreciation for this film. And the fact of the matter is, for those who don't know me, I am a true crime fanatic. I have the book on the Zodiac Killer, and the Zodiac case is one of my favorite cases of all time. It's just so interesting how he was never caught, how he talked to the police, and how just they were never able to catch him no matter what they did. And I just find that case so interesting. So the fact of the matter is that we have freaking Batman going after a criminal that is based on real life in the time period that this takes place in, going on the time when Jack the Ripper was a thing. This movie is all about Batman going after Jack the Ripper, and I have always wondered, what if Batman went after the Zodiac Killer? Could Batman have ever solved that case? Shoot, there is a video, I suggest you go look it up. It's a video talking about could Batman actually solve the Kira case from Death Note. That's a very interesting video. I strongly recommend you go watch it. But just this interesting time period, during Jack the Ripper, when women were being murdered at night and no one could figure out who it was, there's possibility that we know who it is now, that they've confirmed, I believe, due to DNA testing, which DNA has come through great expansions, and it's grown, and the technology is more than what we could ever hope for. And they were able to confirm, I guess you could say, who Jack the Ripper was, but I don't think we'll ever truly know. But this movie has a blast with this. It's a murder mystery. You're wanting to know, okay, who is Jack the Ripper? Could it be Harvey Dent? Could it be freaking James Gordon, the commissioner? Could it be freaking somebody else? Could it be, I honestly can't think of anyone else who it would be. Or could it be Bruce Wayne? Could Jack the Ripper be a woman? Who knows? There actually are some theories on Jack the Ripper being a woman. That would have been interesting. But the fact of the matter is that we have Gotham by Gaslight. We have Batman's rogue gallery of characters and villains, one or two of his villains in this time period. It's really interesting, how would Batman be able to work in this time period? How would things go about? How would his villains go about, and how they would be created? From us having Hugo Strange to we even see what Poison Ivy would have been like. We see what Catwoman is like, and we actually even, my favorite thing about this whole entire movie, other than the the whole setup itself, the fact that we have all of the Robins being a gang of misfit boys who are just trying to survive. And I just thought that is freaking brilliant. I love the story. The animation in this movie, I will say, is a little weird. Just the one thing about this movie that does bother me, I'll say, is the fact that on how Batman's costume looks, the eyes are too big. How Batman usually has his mask going all the way to right here. His the eyes of the mask are just too big. That's the only thing that bothers me. The eyes are just too big, and that was the only thing that distracts me every time. I'm like, oh gosh, I cannot look away from the eyes because they're so dang big. But the animation in this movie is done really well. The direction is done well. They are doing each movie with a different art style, I guess, so that way the movies don't ever seem to be copying from the New 52 movies or to be boring. Now, the guy who actually does Batman's voice in the New 52 movies does his voice here, but he does the voice a little bit different. He doesn't do it so graggly like how he does in the New 52 movies. And it was interesting to see how he was going to do a different version of Batman. I swear, probably the next Batman movie we get, other than The Long Halloween, which I cannot wait to get my hands on. So for any of those who have ever played Arkham Origins or any of the Arkham games, a lot of the costumes that we get are actually from movies or from comic books that they have turned into movies. I'm honestly wondering if this is how they decide to turn out the next movie. Okay, so we have done Dark Knight Returns, we have done Hush, we have done now The Long Halloween. What is next in his rogue gallery? Well, we've not done Noel yet. Gotham by Gaslight. Let's make it, everybody. Is that really how they're figuring out what the next movies are? They're just going through Arkham Origin, all the costumes? Because that game had probably the biggest rogues gallery of costumes I've ever seen. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say go watch Gotham by Gaslight. If you are a DC animated, if you are a DC Comics fan, you'll like this. If you're a Batman fan, you'll definitely enjoy this. Even if you're a true crime fan, I strongly recommend you go watch this film. It is a very interesting take on the Jack Ripper case. And it's just all around very interesting to see how Batman and his rogues gallery would fit into this scenario. And it was just a blast to watch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Coocumber Reviews provided by Coocumber Incorporated. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that big elbow, and don't forget to stay tuned for another exciting episode of Coocumber Reviews. Before I go, you all are probably wondering, what do I rate this movie? I would definitely say that I rate Batman Gotham by Gaslight a B+. What the? Two. Oh, that was weird. Anyway, guys, I strongly recommend you go buy or go watch Batman Gotham by Gaslight, and I give this movie a solid B+. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to stay a national treasure.